Alright, so climate change is apparently a big issue for little Leonardo da Vinci, whatever his fucking name is, Capio. I can't ever pronounce his name. Anyway, dogs, some lettuce, some biscuits. My black lab's trying to sneak away. Get the fuck over here! Chickens are out. And what's what the thing about it is the question has always been, why do we spend $100 million or want to put $100 million towards climate change when you don't really have to do that? I had 5 boxes of stuff, right? One of the boxes I dumped here because it had biscuits and I was going to let the dogs out, let them eat. They haven't had biscuits in a little while. And then the chickens will eat everything else that they don't eat, right? That right there is fighting climate change, right? Really, we don't have climate change. I don't believe 99% of the bullshit. But what I do believe in is the landfill problem. Case in point. If this was not brought to me, if my wife didn't take this, right, it would have went to the trash dump and it would have been thrown in. Same thing with like aluminum pans and stuff. I think aluminum pans still in here. You know what aluminum pans are. I don't know if you've seen them in the scrapping videos. But aluminum pans for the mini bread that Chick-fil-A. I usually get a box a day because I have to go through a lot of breakfast stuff. And then the biscuits are breakfast waste. Those would go right in the dumpster, right? I make $100 a month off taking those to the scrapyard. You get a box, sometimes 2 boxes a day. You know, I get every time. I've been lately going to the scrapyard all the time because I've been clearing this section up. I've been taking it. I made, $25, $26 every time I take the pans, and it's like cool. It didn't go to the landfill, so it's gonna be recycled, and I got paid for it, even better. So all this lettuce and stuff is gonna feed the chickens, and the chickens are gonna produce eggs, and the babies are gonna grow better, and the eggs are gonna taste better and have more nutrients, blah blah blah. The point of it is, it costs zero fucking dollars to do any of that. And then what I do with the boxes, some of them actually, so the lettuce box and stuff, I just burn it, right? It's been burning on the garden because the garden is done. I just been burning it, and then I'll till everything in because it's just wood, basically. I till it in, compost it in, and be fine. The other boxes that go to the aluminum pan, the scrapyard guy likes it. He saves them, and he cuts them up. And the way they have to lay pallets down, lay batteries on the pallets, is they put cardboard between the batteries. That's the way they have to do it, so when they saran wrap it. And he's been using the boxes for a year. He's like, no, I love the boxes. He said it doesn't make us, have to buy boxes. We can just use those, cut them up. So, Jack, please get over here. Come on, leave him alone. The rooster does not want to play with you. He does not want to play with you. Get your butt the fuck over here. Anyway, another way to fight the bullshit climate change, what I'm going to do tonight to help Leonardo understand the logic, and also all this right here, all this is going to be stripped. Everything else is going to go to landfill, the plastic and stuff, but the copper is going to be stripped and taken to the thing, and I'm probably going to get a fat fucking paycheck when I take all this copper, because this is nothing. I mean, I filled this trailer already once up and took it over there to the shed that I'm going to strip it all. I mean, I talked about it last night. I made a video. I imagine it's going to be $3,500, $4,000 worth of copper when I'm all said and done. And my plan is to strip it all at once, and then take it all at once and get a fucking fat paycheck, and that'd be a great Christmas paycheck. Anyway, they don't have to dig for more copper because I gave them, 1,000 pounds of copper or whatever the fuck it is, how many pounds it is. It's probably going to be like 500-600 pounds, but nevertheless, it's going to be a good bit of money and a good fat paycheck, and I'm going to be happy. But what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to actually go a little bit dumpster diving because it's Halloween, and I'm going to go get all of the pumpkins from a church. Well, not all of them, but the ones I'm allowed to get. And they have a couple of pallets by the dumpster. And they usually, last time I've been going 2 years now, this is my third time going there. And I filled the truck up, like, full. So I'm going to go there, fill it up as much as I can. And if I have room, I'm going to go to Dunkin' Donuts. I'm going to go hit that, and maybe hit another donut shop, and a grocery store, something like that. And hit a few spots, and see how much food I can get, and feed the chickens. Because the more you feed the chickens, the free stuff, they don't have. Look how beautiful she is. I do have some chickens molting also. So she's not molting yet. She doesn't even look like she's been bred really. She has all her feathers and stuff. But I have 3 chickens that are molting now, that are completely naked, so they need more nutrients and stuff. Well, lettuce, strawberries, biscuits, you know, fucking chicken, eggs, all that shit. And then plus laying mash and stuff. Just don't you dare chase that fucking chicken. She's not gonna do nothing to you. All that stuff is really beneficial to them, especially now because they are not laying eggs, and it takes a lot of nutrients and vitamins to get their feathers back, which usually takes about 2 to 3 weeks to do, usually around here. Sometimes it takes longer depending on where you live. Anyway, the point of it is I'm gonna get a shitload of food and feed the chickens for basically free. I have probably 3-4 bags of food that's unopened, I think, right now, and then plus some corn that I got for free. So I'm going to try to make that last 2 months if I can. Hopefully, I mean, it's only 8 weeks. Hopefully I can make it last 2 months. I don't know if I can. But again, we get a lot of food, so if I'm smart with it and only feed the babies what they need and then feed everyone else, let them free range. So, but I know some people, one person commented the first year that I made a video on the donuts. I think it was like the second, third video I made. And someone commented on there, oh, you're going to feed them and give the chickens a heart attack. It doesn't work that way. You have to understand, chickens, their job is to eat trash, right? That's their job. They did a study in another country where they got 1,000 chickens, I want to say. I want to say 1,000 chickens, or 10,000 chickens. I can't remember the number. It was 1,000 families, I think, that did it. And they gave each family like 3 chickens or something like that. And over like the course of a year, 100 tons of trash disappeared because the chickens ate all the trash, because a lot of trash is food stuff, right? It's food waste that the chickens can eat. So I'm not saying give the chickens donuts every day, but if you have 200 and some chickens like I do, and you spread out a huge fucking thing, a bag of donuts with, you know, has biscuits in it, muffins in it, donuts, coffee grounds, all that, they're not going to only eat it. They're going to scratch that area up. And that's what I do a lot of times. I've been dumping on the garden. I dumped over here on the edge of the ditch. And then they scratch that whole area up for me and clean it up, you know. And I can promise you, when I come over here with the tractor and rake this area, they will be over here scratching this up. My neighbor, he tilled his field, the cornfields up. And they have been over there every fucking day, you know, scratching around being nosy. It benefits the ground. It benefits me because they're finding more food. They're doing that. They find a bug or a cockroach or something. That's a lot of protein to them, you know. I'm not saying feed it to them every day. I'm not saying, you know, give them fat every day. But corn has a lot of fat on them. corn has a lot of fat. And we give chickens corn, but God forbid you can't give them donuts or anything. I mean, I got a whole bag one time of like blueberry biscuits, literally, of big, huge muffins or biscuits, you know, and dumped it out. And I had at that time, I had like, I think it was 75 chickens, and it took them they was the younger chickens, it took them 2-3 days, something like that, to eat it. And then plus I had lettuce and stuff from Chick-fil-A, so it takes a minute for them to eat the stuff, and they don't eat what they don't want. And I threw a butternut squash out the other day, and they took the whole day. I mean, it was a small one. They took the whole day to eat a pecket. You know, they take their time because they was really full because they had a lot of food. But anyway, that's how I'm fighting climate change. You don't need to spend $100 million because climate change is a bunch of bullshit. The landfill problem is the problem, and I think we can fix it if we actually use common sense. Like, you imagine if a governor of a state said, hey, this spring, I will give every family 4 chickens. I got a little baby chicken out. Hey, you corral that chicken for me. You're not supposed to be out, little baby. Got her under the fence. You give every family 4 chickens that want it, right? You do some kind of free program, and it's only free when they have to do a full report for a whole year. Details and all that, how many eggs the chicken lays, did it die, did it live, blah, 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 like all the details, right? And how much, and the job is feed it as much scrap food as you can. I bet if you had 10,000 families do that and get 40,000 more chickens in the state, how much food would go disappear? What are you guys jumping for? It's just a dog. Anyway, that's my rant for the day. I don't know what the chickens are doing. I got a baby chicken out. She got under the fence. Rem, please be nice to her. I bet it's red tag. Red tag. Oh, you can fly now? You think you can fly? It's the chicken that always gets out. I'll grab her. Alright, see you guys.